Hey guys, I'm back. This is kind of just an update video of where I'm at with the T-5R. I've been waiting for parts to come in and finally I got my radiator, so today I was going to plan to replace that, and hopefully right after that it'll be top it off with some transmission fluid, coolant, serpentine belt. And then I want to get some tires for it so I can take it on its first drive, and hopefully that'll be the next video, is me putting tires on the wheels and taking it for a spin just to see how that transmission's doing. But I tried flushing it as best as I can, but who knows, it could be toast or it could be good. But yeah, well, I have plans for both situations, so we'll figure this out. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys a couple things I found when I was tearing this thing apart, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So I'm in the process of getting the fan shroud off for the radiator, and while I was doing that, I found a couple interesting things. When I first got this car, it was like the engine bay was filled with rat poop. I vacuumed it up as much as I could. There was cactus thorns, there was twigs, leaves, there was everything. And mostly the engine, like that little foam cover, the whole thing was eaten off and replaced as rat beds, and it was everywhere in the engine compartment. So I did my best to vacuum it as much as I could, but sure enough, the more I dig into this thing, I keep finding more and more stuff. I pulled the fan, I was just about to pull the fan shroud out, and sure enough, you can see that kind of stuff. This was what really sucked. When I was laying on my back, these would fall. I'd roll over and one would go straight into my back, leaving me crying. But other than that, I don't know if you can, oh yeah, you can see that. Right down deep in there. There's rocks. There's a lot of rat poop. There's a lot of twigs. So my goal is to not try and get as much on the ground as possible and try and vacuum that up so I don't go rolling over all those cactus thorns. And yeah, I'll get to that, and I'll be right back, probably pulling the fan shroud out. So sure enough, the vacuum couldn't reach far enough, so I ended up just pulling it out. It picked up most of the stuff, but man, look at that. That's a literal chunk of composted, I don't even want to think about it. That's just disgusting. There's some good looking rocks in there though. Look at that. Man, that's horrible. Should have bought a new fan, but hopefully it'll be fine. But other than that, we'll clean this off, get the old radiator out, and put her back in, and hopefully she'll be on her way. So here we go. Fan shroud's out. It's not looking good in there. It's just disgusting. Trust me, I'm washing my hands 10 times a day because of this. I just can't stand how much rat poop there is in this freaking car. Okay, well, that's the oil. I gotta pick that up in a little bit. I disconnected the oil feed lines for the oil cooler in the radiator. Actually pretty easy. I've heard a lot of like horror stories about these clips, but I mean, I actually had a I can't remember what this tool is called. It's for those I can't remember. I just flipped it around so when I pull in, pulls out. Sure enough, you just put it right in here. So it's kind of confusing with the camera, but I can get a better angle. Put it right in there, and it just squeezes them up, and it allows you to move them wherever you need to. Then you just pull right out. I should have bought new O-rings. I didn't think about that. I'll probably order them tonight and then just not hook these up until I get them. But yeah, we'll keep working, get this radiator out real quick, and it'll be a quick job. Cool, I'll be right back. So I took the intercooler out too. I thought it'd be a good time to wash it off. Just clean it up a little bit. The fins look really good. There's only maybe like that corner right over there, but other than that, it looks decent. I have the old radiator already pulled out. It doesn't look too well, you know. The problem was that the inside of it's bad, but you know, looks nasty. But it's always nice to see. It's always nice to see the old one. And look at the pretty new one. Look at that. Brand new. Well, yeah, that's gonna go inside the car. It's a pain in the butt getting that radiator out, and I know it's gonna be even more of a pain in the butt trying to get it back in. But this guy fell off. It goes on the intercooler. It's like the bracket that connects all three of them, the condenser, the radiator, and the intercooler. I gotta find a way to put that back on because it does look like it was glued at one point, but nope. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But yeah, I'm gonna wash this off and wash that off at the same time. Not with water, but get all that crud off of it though. But yeah, other than that, here we go. Hey guys, I'm back. It's been about 2 weeks. It's been about 2 seconds for you guys, but it's been about 2 weeks for me. I haven't had a lot of time to get back to replacing that radiator in the T-5R. I'm in the middle of, well, pretty much I got the radiator back in. I'll show you guys that in a few seconds. And all I have to do is go clean that fan shroud out with the fan because it's just covered in rat poop, rocks, leaves, cactus thorns, and all that kind of stuff. So now let's get back to it. Hopefully, I don't know if it's gonna be this video or the next one. Most definitely the next one. It's gonna be the first drive. I'm gonna go buy some tires and put the new brakes that I bought for it all back on, and we'll take her for her first drive. So that'll be pretty exciting. But yeah, well, let's get back to it. Just gonna start cleaning all that that rat poop out of that fan shroud. But yeah, here we go. So as you guys can see, I got the new radiator in with no damage to the fins, which was pretty good. I don't have these permanently on yet. I'm still going to go get the fan shroud cleaned up. But yeah, it's not that bad of a job. I bought kind of a cheaper radiator, so some of the stuff didn't line up too well, but it all worked out. Other than that, 240's jacked up right now. I can't even remember what I was doing with that, but yeah, it's definitely hot out today in Phoenix, so it's cooking my brain a little bit. It usually does. Oh, I forgot my poking stick, but I was gonna give you guys a good little look-see at this fan shroud. I'll give you guys a good idea of what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was all on the bottom of the fan shroud. I haven't touched it. And I mean, you can see that. That's a layer of compost. That's what it is. But yeah, she's gonna be put back together, and she should be ready to go in a couple minutes. So let's take care of that. So I got everything back together. Got the fan shroud back in. Still tightening up a couple hoses and stuff like that. I still got to put some clamps on those and put a new radiator hose. I still have it over there, but yeah, hopefully she'll be down the road in a couple days. I'll probably get back to this probably next couple days. I got a couple other things I need to do. I was sending out a couple injectors for my S60R tomorrow to get rebuilt. I have a couple extra ones, but hopefully the guy I found in Chandler, hopefully he can do a good job. I bought a rebuild kit that has the filters and the retainers and the O-rings, so hopefully he can do a great job doing that. But yeah, other than that, I was just about to wrap everything up. Went to go get the 240 off the jack stand, and sure enough, when I was putting that guy in the right spot, I saw this scary looking dude. Oh man, that is ugly. Look at that stinger. I don't want to mess with him. Definitely made me jump a little bit the second I saw it. It scared the crap out of me. But yeah, other than that, I got to put the brakes back on it. Hopefully I can run down to the tire shop, get me some new tires. What was actually kind of interesting is these tires are the original tires that came with the T-5Rs when they launched, the P0s, the Pirellis, which I thought was kind of cool. There's a receipt and all the paperwork for these tires, and I don't know, I just thought they were pretty cool. Some of them still hold air, but definitely not usable. Most of them are pretty bad. Like you can see, this guy doesn't hold air for more than a day. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I might actually keep this tire hanging up on a wall or something. I thought that would be that would be pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna hopefully by the next video get her driving. I'll drive her down in the neighborhood and see how she does and if she needs anything else. I know I'm gonna have to do a whole front end, but just kind of wanted to test drive it before I started dumping more money into it. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at on this guy, and hopefully the next time you see her, she'll be driving down the road. But for now, you guys have a good day and make sure to drive safe. See ya. Bye-bye.